Right, Matt, this is explanation 1, and this is on the pie chart question. You were right in what you had. You realised that 45 was half of 90, so that's 180 degrees. But what you must show is how you worked out what the other trees equaled in degrees. And you do this by adding up 45, 20 and 25 to get 90. And then the calculation you must show, you might have shown this on your writing, I can't remember, but it is this one. It's 360 divided by 90. And try and get used to writing your divisions, the top number you're starting with, and then the number you're dividing by underneath, rather than 360 and then the division sign and then 90. Because now you're showing you've got an understanding of fractions. We can divide the top number, the numerator, by 10 and the bottom denominator by 10 by simply crossing those off. And then you find the highest common factor of 36 and 9, which is 9. You might think of 3. No, I'm busy there, sorry. Which is 9. And then you divide both the numerator and the denominator by 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1, and 9 into 36 is 4. So we have 4 over 1, which equals 4. So each tree gets 4 degrees. So when you've got 45 apple trees, 45 times 4, 4 times 40 is 160, 4 times 5 is 20, 160 plus 20 is, what you can see down here, is 180 degrees. That was right. Now we're going to have to try and draw straight lines with this little program if we can. But now we've got to move the protractor round, and I want to measure this time not from the top but from the bottom, so that's where my 0 has got to go. So on this I hope I can simply rotate it round so that 0 is on the bottom. Keep going. There you are, and just move it down again. So 0 is on the bottom. So here I can use one of these little lines here, and we can count. We now need to work out 20 times 40, 20 here, times the 4. 20 times 40 is 80. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And you have to do that obviously with a protractor, and you're only allowed to be out by probably 1 degree. They're very, very strict how far you are. Now I'm going to put a little tiny line, if I can, here. So that's where I've got to draw from the centre out that little line, and then we can rotate the protractor so that 0 is now on that line. Whoops. I need a nice big screen for this. And then what we should have is 25 multiplied, the 25 here, multiplied by the 4 to make 100. And you can see there that it is slightly a miss from 100, but that's near enough for this little diagram. And now I simply finish by trying to draw that in. Now hopefully if I go to the straight line it should work if it's not set to go to jump. Sometimes it's set to jump to the grid. The grid lock is on, and to unlock it, I'll show you that because it is on this one. I've now unlocked it, so now I can draw precisely what I need to there, and a lovely straight line going through to there. Alright, and that's that one done. And I'm going to stop the recording, and I hope to do lots of these little recordings when you're not certain. If I think you're certain, then I won't do it, and I will now just draw in the one going straight down. If I lock onto that one, and then move it straight down, and then move it to the right place, which is it's pretending as though it's got the it shouldn't have. I switched the grid lock off. It's gone, snap to grid has gone back on again. Right, I've now switched the grid lock off, which means I can then position this fairly accurately. There you are, look. So you got your, and then don't forget, all very important, to write in. I'll use my orange. Don't know why, but I will. To write in apple, to write in plum, M to write in pear. Alright, I'll now save this and see if I can put it back into the program.